anybody who has raised cattle or worked cattle of any kind of quantity knows that you're going to have a cull list, or you're going to have to do some sorting. And that, just depends on many, many factors: growth rates, genetics, health, free Martin heifers, whatever it may be. You remove the ones that are not going to fit your program. That doesn't mean they won't fit somewhere else, but they don't fit my program today. And so we call that sorting or culling. And it's pretty much something you do all the time, especially if you have a heavy rotation of new animals coming through, whether that be young stock or animals that you purchase. And it can happen also in a group of mama cows, or however the situation may be. Just as time goes along, they start to fail, or they're not producing like you want them to, or whatever, they get old. So it's a constant replenishing. It's a constant process that we do all the time. And so as a herdsman, that's one of my responsibilities, to cull my herd or sort my herd. But the neat thing is, this is the greatest part. So since I've been doing this job, it's for the Lord. It is the Lord's. And so I pray, bring me my crew. I want the crew you have for me. And so I have to operate within that, and he will speak to my heart. There's been people that we have come through here, and I just have, something's not right here. Well, it turns out over time they don't fit the program, and they leave. And but the beauty of it is, just like I am responsible for maintaining productivity and consistency in my herd, and health and vitality in my herd, as a herdsman, Father God is my herdsman. He's the one that culls my crew and sorts my crew. So currently at this time, we have a really, really good crew, and it's taken a year. And we did some culling early on, and Father God led us through that. I mean, I would even pray when we had a spot to fill and people were coming in for interviews. I would say, just be in this. And whatever happens through the interview process, which I don't do, I get them after that. I said, be with whoever it was doing the interview, just be in the midst of this and bring me the one you have for me, and you build my crew. And then if I have a challenge with somebody, I'm like, Father God, if this is who you have for me, then give me wisdom to deal with it. And if it's not who you have for me, give me wisdom to know how to deal with that, because I want the crew you have for me. And so currently, the reason I said all that is because we have a really good crew, like so good that when other guys come up to help us, we had to do inventory the other day, and we had somebody come help us, and you could just see his whole demeanor change. Like, there's a tremendous amount of joy here. We respect each other. Everybody respects one another. Everybody works hard. They are diligent. They are committed. They are savvy. They learn. We walk rightly here. There's no drama. I don't have anybody lying and telling stories and making problems for anybody else. We enjoy our work. We dive into it every day. I mean, sometimes I have to tell these guys, you have to stop now. Like, we need to go home. And they're like, no, I got to do this one last thing. I mean, I have to rein them in a little bit without discouraging their work ethic. And so it's super neat, but I just also have a new feeder. And so, he was pretty pouty when he first got here and kind of sullen and didn't want to talk. And I wasn't sure how to be with him because it's a new dynamic and learning how to manage men. And we just had a conversation this morning, because I talk to my feeders every morning before we get started, and there was just so much joy. We're just kind of, we're handling a business of the day, but there's a camaraderie and a unity of purpose and of mind that can only come from the Lord. So as we work as a herdsman throughout our life and manage the things in our life, and this is such a beautiful, beautiful example. I am a herdsman, and so I have to maintain the quality, consistency, health, and vitality of my herd. And at times that requires removing certain individuals or bringing in certain individuals to fill those gaps. And so it is no different. Father God will do the exact same thing if he asked you to. He is my herdsman. And he is so good. And he blesses. He blesses. If you ask him into everything you do, bring him in. Let him be part of it. And he will blow your mind. It is so beautiful. So beautiful.